Hi friends, welcome to Ashok IT. This is Ashok. In this video, we are going to talk about top 20 Eclipse shortcut keys which we are going to use to improve our productivity. Alright, let's get started. Here, I have documented all those frequently used shortcuts with the description as well. Good, now we are going to try one after other by taking one project. Generally in the project, we will have several files, classes, interfaces, abstract classes, configuration files. Several files will be available in our project. If you want to open particular file, what is the shortcut? Instead of going to this package and instead of searching for that file, directly if you know the name, you can use Ctrl Shift R. You can start typing what file you want to open. Control Shift R is the shortcut. Contact rest control, I open this file. Suppose if I don't know exact name, then I can use star, then I can start star controller. All the files which contains controller will be displayed here. Okay. Control Shift R is the shortcut that we will use to open a particular file. Suppose I want to open a file which is available in the jar. We are adding Spring MVC jar files to this REST application. I want to open dispatcher servlet. That is a predefined class. Control Shift T is the shortcut to open the predefined classes which are available. Dispatcher servlet. Even if the class is available in the jar file, we are able to open that. We are able to open that by using Control Shift T shortcut. Now see here, Control Shift R to find all resource files including configuration files also in the workspace. Control Shift T to find a class even if that is in the jar file. Now once the file is open, if you want to close that file, Control W, that file got closed. Suppose if you open multiple files, to close one file we will use Control W. If you want to close all the files at a time, all open files if you want to close at a time, Control Shift W, all those files got closed. Now I open one file, swagger config. Right now if I want to maximize this, Control M. If I want to minimize, Control M. Control M is used to maximize the file as well as to minimize the file. Okay, now let me take one more class, contact. Here I have some annotations and I have some variables and I have one unused import statement also. Okay, now first I want to delete one line. Keep the cursor, then press Control D. Control D is the shortcut which is used to delete a line. Okay, once those annotations are deleted, I have unused import statements. How to remove all these unused import statements at a time? Control Shift O to organize the imports. Control Shift O is used to organize the imports. Suppose if I have taken a variable private array list of student IDs. Now array list is a predefined class. We need to import that. Control Shift O, import statement is added. That is called organizing the imports. Suppose if I have private has set places. Okay, Control Shift O, import statement is added. To organize the imports we will use Control Shift O shortcut. Now suppose my code is not in the proper formatted order. My code is looking in the zigzag mode. I want to format this code properly. I want to organize this code properly. To format the code properly, we will use a shortcut Control Shift F. Right now see here, my code is not in the proper. Control Shift F. Now my code is formatted. Okay, good. Next one, if you want to comment one line, Control slash, then that line is commented. If you press that Control slash again, it will be uncommented. For single line comment, for single line commenting or uncommenting, Control slash we will use. Suppose if I want to go for multi-line comments, select the lines of code which you want to comment. Control Shift slash. Control Shift, this is slash you need to press. Okay. If you want to uncomment, Control Shift backslash. Control Shift forward slash and backslash to add or remove multi-line comments for our code. Next, I have variables here I want to generate setters and getters for these variables. Alt Shift S R, which is going to display this window. Here you can select all, click on generate. Once again observe, for these variables I want to generate setters and getters. Alt Shift S R, select all, click on generate. Setters getters generated, save them. Now I want to generate toString method for these variables. Okay, what is the shortcut for that? Alt Shift S, which is used to generate toString method. Alt Shift S, which is used to generate toString method. Now I want to generate a constructor using all these fields. Instead of writing that constructor manually, we can use a shortcut for that. What is the shortcut to generate a constructor using all these fields? Alt Shift SO, click on generate. Constructor generated with all these fields. What is the shortcut? Alt Shift SO, click on generate. The constructor is generated with all these fields. If I want to delete one line, Control D, save it. How to format this code? Control Shift F, which is used to format that code. Able to understand? Next one, I want to see all the methods, variables which are available in the class. I want to see the outline of this class. Control O, which is displaying all the variables, constructor, methods, everything. The complete outline of the class I am going to see by using this Control O. Control O, displaying outline of the class. Now directly you can click on this method name, you will go to that method. When you have a class with multiple methods, if you want to see particular method implementation directly, Control O will give you outline of the class. Now see the beauty of the Control O. Control O, first time when I press Control O, it is giving outline of this class. If you press again, it will give superclass methods also. It will give you superclass methods also. 2 times you can press that. Okay, good. Now, so when you have a method, this is my open brace and I want to jump to the closed brace directly. Control Shift P. Currently I am at the open brace. My cursor is at the open brace. I want to go to the closed brace of this method. Control Shift P. My cursor is coming to 26th line, you can see. I'm keeping cursor at the 19. I'm pressing Control Shift P. It is coming to 26th line. Okay, now if I want to add one blank line, then I'm going to use Control Shift Enter, which is going to give one blank line. Control D to delete one line. Control D to delete the line. Control Shift Enter to add a blank line. How to format? Control Shift F is the format statement. Got my point? Now suppose I want to take a return statement. Now this is, I'm creating an object and I'm calling the methods. This is a method chaining. I'm keeping my cursor at the end of this line. Control 1 enter. It is storing the method return value into a variable. See the beauty? Control 1 enter. It is giving that return statement also. Then directly I can write this return build. So if you want to store the method return statement into a variable, you can use Control 1 enter. Control 1 enter. Got my point? Good. Now if you want to go to previously edited place, Control Q, previously edited Swagger config file. Now currently I'm in the contact.java class. I'm pressing Control Q. It is going to Swagger config because this is the place where I have edited previously. If you want to go to previously edited place, you can use Control Q as a shortcut. Suppose I want to keep this logic in try catch blocks. I want to surround this logic with a try catch. Instead of writing the try catch manually, select this piece of code, then press Alt Shift Z. It is asking which one you want to use. Once again, select this piece of code, Alt Shift Z, try catch block, select it. Now that code kept inside the try block and a catch block is also added for that. Able to understand how to add try catch block to our code? Alt Shift Z is the shortcut. Alt Shift Z is the shortcut. Now whatever the piece code is available in this method, I want to extract this logic into another method. Suppose I have written a method, my method containing 30 lines of code. These 30 lines are confusing. So I should not keep 30 lines inside one method. I want to keep only 15 lines in one method. Another 15 lines I will keep in another method and I will call that method here. How can we do that? Select the piece of code which you want to extract to another method. Right click, refactor, extract method. Now it will let me add this as M1. Click on OK. Now whatever the logic I have selected, it came to M1 method, and from where you have extracted, there that M1 method is getting called. So when you have more lines of code in one method, you can use this approach to divide into two methods. Got my point? Good. So these are the common shortcuts that everybody will use while doing the coding in the Eclipse. Right now, again, my code is disturbed here. I want to format. Control Shift F, which is used to format my code. Got it? Look at these shortcuts we have used now. Control Shift R to find a file in the workspace. If you want to open a file, if it is in the jar, Control Shift T is the shortcut. If you want to close one file, Control W is the shortcut. If you want to close all the open files, Control Shift W. If you want to organize missing import statements, or if you want to remove unused imports, Control Shift O is the shortcut. If you want to format your code, Control Shift F is the shortcut. To add or remove single line comment for the selected line, Control /. If you want to add one blank line, then Control Shift Enter. To generate setters and getters, Alt Shift SR. To generate a toString, Alt Shift SS. To add the constructor using fields, Alt Shift SO. Right now, if you want to store the method return value to a variable, then Control +1 + Enter. Right? Then to delete one line, Control D. To display outline of the class, Control O. If you press once again, it will display inherited methods also. If you want to go to matching closed bracket or open bracket, then Control Shift P. If you want to refactor, Alt Shift R. What do you mean by refactor? Now see here, I have a contact. Here I have a variable called contact ID. I want to replace this contact ID with the CID. Now generally if you rename it CID, in only one place it is getting renamed, but that is using in multiple places, it is giving exception. Now how to change in all the places wherever I am using this variable? For that we need to use refactor. Refactor, select it, Alt Shift R, refactor. Now let me change it to CID. You observe in all the places it is getting changed. In all the places wherever CID is there. See the 22 line number and 31 line number I'm typing now. 31 line number, 22 line number. In all the three places it is changing. This is called refactoring. This is called refactor. Good. Now next, Alt Shift Z we used to surround a block with a try catch block. Alt Shift T. Alt Shift T. So what do you want to do? Do you want to change the method signature? You want to extract the class? So some options here are giving for you if you press Alt Shift T. Now this is for multi-line comment. Select the piece of code, Control Shift / multi-line comments / // to add or to remove the comments. Control Q to go for previously edited section. Where you have edited the code previously, if you want to go to that section, you will press Control Q. Control Q will navigate you to the edited section. Guys, these shortcuts are very important to improve your productivity. I hope this video helped you to understand Eclipse shortcut keys. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel for upcoming videos. Don't forget to click on the bell icon. Thank you.